Hello everybody, I am Lima and the topic we're going to talk today is statistics. So in statistics we have four main things to know about. First is arithmetic mean. In other words, average. The second is median. The third thing to know about is mode. And last but not least is range. So firstly, we will talk about arithmetic mean. Which is called average, in other words. Okay, so let's suppose we have a set of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they ask to find arithmetic mean of this set of numbers. The formula is you should add all the numbers in the set, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, and divide the sum by the number of the digits in the set. So it means by 5. And this will be 15 over 5, which is 3. So here we have one kind of problems based on the arithmetic mean, or as we said, average of numbers. Let's try to solve it together. The average of 10 scores was 83. When one of the scores was excluded, the average of the remaining scores was 80. What was the value of the excluded number? How to solve this kind of problems? First, they say that we have the average of 10 scores, which was 83. Actually, we don't know the sum of all the 10 scores, but let's assume that it was S. So as we know, to find the average, we should divide the sum of all the 10 given numbers by their amount, which is 10. And the average was 83. So from here, S will be 83 multiplied by 10, which is 830. Then, when of the scores was excluded, the average of the remaining scores was 80. So as we know, as we got the sum of all these 10 numbers was 813. One of the numbers was excluded. Let's assume that that number was X. After we exclude one of the numbers, the amount of the rest will be 9. And the average will be 80. So from here, 830 minus X will be 720, and X equals to 110. So what was the value of the excluded number? This is the right answer. The excluded number was 110. Okay, secondly, we're going to talk about the median. While talking about the median, we should consider two cases. First case is when we have an odd number of digits or numbers in the set. Median. So let's consider we have a set of numbers. 1, 3, 7, 8, 10, 11, 15. So firstly, we should count how many numbers or digits do we have in the set. And as I said before, we have 7 numbers. So we divide 7 by 2, and we will get 3.5. Therefore, we should round this number to the greatest nearest integer, which is approximately 4. So 4 is the position of the median. So it means our median will be 4th in this set of numbers. After that, we should count from the beginning, like starting from the smallest number, the 4th in this set. So it means 1, 2, 3, 4. So exactly this number, which is fourth in the set, is our median. So fourth number in the set, which is 8, is our median. And now let's have a look on the second case, where we have an even number of digits or numbers in the set. For example, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11. So as you see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 number of digits or numbers in the set. So we divide 8 by 2, we will get 4. Second step is to find fourth and next, it means 5, like fifth number in the set. We add these two numbers and divide them by 2. So it means we should find the arithmetic mean of fourth and fifth numbers in the set. And the number that we will get is our median. So fourth number in the set is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. Fifth number in the set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is number 6. So we add them and divide by 2. And we will get 5.5. So 5.5 is our median in this set. So now let's solve one problem based on median. We have a set of numbers 5, 17, 42, -3, 19, -1, 6, 41, 39, 50, and 6. So firstly, in order to find the median of the set of numbers, we should write all these numbers in increasing as order. So the first one will be -3, then -1, then 5, 6, 6, 17, 19, 39, 41, 42, and 50. And then count how many numbers do we have in this set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in total, we have 11 numbers in this set. Next step will be dividing 11 by 2, which will be 5.5. And we should round this number to the nearest greatest number digit, which will be 6. So 6 is the position of the median in this set. And let's count the 6th number in this set. -3, -1, 5, 6, 6, and 17. Exactly this number is the 6th in this row. So 17 will be our median. So next thing we're going to talk about is the mode. For example, we have set of numbers 5, 8, 13, 8, 7, 5, 6, and 8. So what is mode? How to find mode? Mode is the value which is most frequently represented in the list of numbers. So actually it's not that mandatory to write them all in increasing order in order to find the mode, because the mode is the ones that repeated most frequent times. In this set of numbers, number 8 is repeated 3 times. So mode will be 8. But sometimes we have such situations, for example, if in a set of numbers, more than one number will be repetitive exactly the same number of times. For example, 7, 5, 3, 5, 4, 1, 5, 3, and 3. So as you see in this set of numbers, number 5 is repeated 3 times, and as well number 3 is repeated 3 times. So it means that in this set of numbers there is no mod. Okay, now we're going to talk about, last but not least, the range of the set of numbers. The range is the difference between the largest and the smallest values of the list of numbers. So we have a formula which is the maximum value in the set of numbers minus the minimum value. For example, we have a set of numbers 7, -3, 8, -15, 1, 13, and 8. In order to find the range of the set of numbers in an easier way, it is better to write them in ascending order. So we will start from the least one, which is -15, and then -3, 1, 7, 8, 8, and 13. So now, as I said before, the range will be the greatest number minus the least number. So in this case, it will be 13 minus -15, which will be 28. So here we have a table of the amount of TV sets per family. They ask us to find average, median, and mode of TV sets. The first step is to count the total amount of families. So in here, the total amount of families is 17 plus 29 plus 11 plus 8 plus 28, which will be 93. The second step is to count the total amount of TV sets. And in order to do it, we should multiply each of the number of TV sets by the number of families. So it means that 0 multiplied by 17, which means that in 17 families there is no TV at all, plus 1 multiplied by 29, which means that in 29 families there is 1 TV, plus 2 multiplied by 11, plus 3 multiplied by 8, and plus 4 multiplied by 28, which will give us 187. Okay, so firstly we will find the average of TV sets per family. And in order to find the average of TV sets, we should divide the number of all the TV sets, which is 187, by the number of the families, which is 93. And we will get 2.01. So we divide the number of families, which is 93, by 2, and we will get 46.5. Then we round this to the greatest nearest integer, which is 47. So it means the position of the median will be 47th. Up next, we'll count the 47th family in this table. And as I said before, we start counting from the least value. So we have 17 families with no TV set at all. Then we have 29 families with one TV. We already have 46 families, but we need the 47th. So it means that the 47th family will be in the third row, which means that our median will be 2. So in other words, median is 2 TV sets for all the families. So now I'd like to explain to you what is the rate of change. From the topic linear function, you already know the term slope. So, the slope is the average rate of change of the line. So it means, in other words, in order to find the rate of change, we should find the slope between two given points. The formula for the average rate of change is the same as for the slope, which is y2 minus y1 dividing by x2 minus x1. For a curve, the average rate of change is the slope of the second line. Second line is the one which passes through the 2 points on a curve. So in this case, again, the average rate of change will be found with the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Thank you everyone for attention. I hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck to everyone.